My friends, if you are watching this right now, there is a reason. Not an algorithmic reason. Not coincidence. Something inside you has already begun to change. Maybe you felt it in the quiet moments. When the world goes silent, but your thoughts grow louder. Maybe you felt it when old things no longer satisfy you. When conversations feel shallow. When noise feels heavy. When your soul whispers, there must be more than this. Paramahansa Yogananda taught that before life changes on the outside, it transforms within first. Long before circumstances shift. Before doors open. Before paths reveal themselves. The soul begins to awaken quietly. And today, you will recognize 4 sacred signs that your life is changing spiritually. Not in some distant future, but right now. So before we begin this journey together, take a moment to support this space. Subscribe to Divya Antar because this channel is not entertainment. It is remembrance. A place where ancient wisdom meets modern hearts. And as you listen, I invite you to comment below and share which part resonates with your soul. Your voice matters here. Your presence strengthens this collective awakening. Now breathe gently, slowly, and let us begin. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when the world you once knew begins to feel unfamiliar. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. The first sign that your life is changing spiritually is this. You feel disconnected from your old identity. Things that once defined you, your titles, routines, habits, even your struggles, start to feel like clothes that no longer fit. You may still wear them, but they feel tight, uncomfortable, false. You might wake up one morning and realize that the goals you once chased no longer excite you. The approval you once craved no longer feeds you. The arguments you once entertained no longer interest you. And this can be deeply unsettling. You may ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Why don't I enjoy what I used to? Why do I feel lost even when everything seems fine? Yogananda explained that when the soul begins to awaken, it withdraws its energy from illusion. The ego resists this withdrawal because it fears losing control. But your discomfort is not confusion. It is liberation in disguise. You are not losing yourself. You are shedding what was never truly you. And in this shedding, there is grief. Grief for old versions of yourself. Grief for dreams that no longer align. Grief for relationships that cannot follow you into this new frequency. Allow it. Do not rush to replace the old with something new. Silence is part of the transformation. The caterpillar does not know it will become a butterfly. It only knows that staying the same is no longer possible. The second sign that your life is changing spiritually is this. You become deeply sensitive to energy, to people, to truth. You start to feel things more intensely. Crowded places drain you. Loud conversations exhaust you. Certain people leave you feeling heavy, even if nothing bad was said. At the same time, small things begin to move you profoundly. Music brings tears to your eyes. Nature feels alive, as if it's speaking to you. Moments of silence feel sacred rather than empty. This sensitivity is not weakness. It is perception sharpening. Yogananda taught that spiritual growth refines the nervous system. As awareness expands, you begin to feel life rather than just think about it. Your intuition becomes louder than logic. Your heart speaks more clearly than fear. And because of this, you may start setting boundaries that confuse others. You may say no without explaining. You may walk away without arguing. You may choose peace over being understood. This is not selfishness. It is discernment. Your soul is learning to protect its energy, not out of fear, but out of respect for its own sacredness. And yes, some people will not recognize this version of you. Some will accuse you of changing. They are right. But remember this truth. Not everyone is meant to grow with you. Some were meant to wake you up, then step aside. The third sign that your life is changing spiritually is this. Periods of solitude become necessary, not lonely, but essential. You begin to crave time alone, not because you dislike people, but because silence feels nourishing. You may cancel plans without guilt. You may turn off your phone just to breathe. You may sit quietly and do nothing and feel full rather than bored. In solitude, your soul finally has room to speak. Yogananda often emphasized that divine guidance is subtle. It does not shout. It whispers. And you can only hear whispers when the noise fades. During this phase, memories may surface. Unresolved emotions may rise. Questions you avoided may demand attention. Do not see this as regression. This is spiritual digestion. Just as the body must rest to heal, the soul must withdraw to realign. And in these quiet moments, something remarkable begins to happen. You start trusting yourself again. Not the conditioned self, but the intuitive self. Decisions become simpler, not because life is easy, but because your inner compass grows stronger. You stop asking everyone for advice. You stop needing validation. You start listening inward. This is the birth of spiritual authority. The fourth sign that your life is changing spiritually is this. You surrender control, and life begins to guide you. This is the most misunderstood phase. You stop forcing outcomes. You stop chasing certainty. You stop trying to control how everything unfolds. And paradoxically, things start aligning. Not always in comfortable ways, but in meaningful ones. Opportunities appear unexpectedly. Delays protect you. Endings create space for beginnings you couldn't have imagined. Yogananda taught that when ego loosens its grip, divine intelligence takes the lead. Life stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like a dialogue. You still take action, but your actions are guided, not desperate. Intentional, not frantic. You learn to trust timing, to trust redirection, to trust that what leaves was never meant to stay. And in this surrender, a quiet faith emerges. Not blind belief, but lived understanding. You realize you are not alone. You never were. Your life is not falling apart. It is falling into truth. If these signs resonate with you, know this. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are remembering who you are beneath conditioning, fear, and expectation. And this remembering is sacred. If this message touched your heart, take a moment now to support this journey. Subscribe to Divya Antar so you can continue walking this path with us. Share this video with someone whose soul might need it. And comment below. Tell us which sign you are experiencing right now. Your words create resonance. Your presence amplifies awakening. And remember, spiritual change does not arrive with noise. It arrives quietly. Like dawn. Stay aware. Stay gentle. And stay connected. Subscribe, and we will continue this journey together.